Good morning. Bitcoin has gotten rejected. Can it climb back up? It seems like it wants to move up. Let's take a look. Let's jump in. What's going on? Alex O Crypto here. Shed it to you guys. Shed it to the Otter Gang. Looking at Bitcoin right now, you can simply see that we have been rejected. Now we are waiting for the sell wall for a little bit. You can zoom out. You can see where this golden pocket / key level of resistance was. Just by taking a look here with our beautiful Fibonacci golden pocket that we pulled yesterday, and we've come up to that area and just tapped on it. Okay, so what am I looking for today? We have some beautiful levels below us that we are looking to hold. Okay, we are looking for these to hold, and obviously I'm going to share these in our free, amazing, super duper signal giving amazing Discord. Okay, so make sure you jump over to our Discord. Link is in the description. So many good people, so many good trade setups. If you want to make some money, if you want free help, if you want to join a community of like-minded people who are traders, helping traders, this is the place for you to go. Okay, so looking at Bitcoin, where can we go from here? So I have my initial buy level, which could break structure. Okay, so this could break structure in the short term, where we are moving from up to down, where we are breaking structure within this area, where we could look for the correction and then the continuation. Okay, this is kind of where I'm leaning. Maybe, you want to not have too much bias because we have pushed up. Okay, we did hit 67,000 yesterday, which is amazing. However, we are treating this more of a range. Okay, that's how I would like to look at it, is more of a range, and within a range we make lows and highs, right? So we're simply looking to buy the lows, sell the highs, and in the middle it's a little bit hard to make those decisions. Okay, so we want to wait for confluence, and we want to make sure that we're holding key levels of support before heading up. Now, what do I mean holding key levels of support? Well, you can simply see that we are getting above this 55, 55.8-ish level. That would be a key level. You can see here we get a big chunk of volume in here. Okay, so for me, we have a big chunk of volume here, right around 63,800, and then we have a big chunk up in here. So if we do lose this, okay, we could return back down to 60. Let's say 64,000 before heading onwards and upwards. Okay, and that to me would be healthy market structure. However, we are in a bull run. We just had the halving. There is so much going on that, anything is really possible. So we just want to really position ourselves in the long run, favoring the longs. Okay, we want to be able to catch that long that does pop. Okay, that does eventually pop, which is what we are expecting within, the next 80 days or so. Like, it doesn't pop until July, beginning of July, they say. But you know what? This cycle is a little bit different, and we could be expecting a move sooner rather than later. So let's prepare for that as best as we can. So let's go into our 3-day. Now, we love our 3-day here. And we can see that our 3 days coming up to the zero line here. We have a nice, beautiful candle here. So I think any type of close here going into the print on tomorrow will be any candle close, let's say above the wick here around 65.5. Any candle close above there will be pretty bullish in my opinion, suggesting a VWAP crossover, suggesting a bounce off the zero line, and suggesting money flow remaining thick. Okay, this is all positive long-term outlook, which is going to lead to a bigger, higher, stronger move, right? And that's something I would be anticipating as long as we get a healthy candle close on the 3-day. Now, going in today, what can we see? We can see we were expecting a little bit of a cool off on the daily. Now we have had a little bit of a pushback overnight, as you can see, coming back into the morning and pushing down. Okay, pushing down and suggesting a little bit of a retracement here, which is fine. We can't just always go up. I know we would like it, but we can't always just go up. So you can see here we do have some flattening of the VWAP. This to me suggests that we could be coming back to maybe retest and continue upwards. Okay, so we'll be aware, but it's nice to see the stochastics finally and the RSI catching up to the stochastics. That's very nice to see. I would like to see something like this where we get anchor and trigger wave and continuation to the upside. looking around Thursday. Okay, that's where I'm looking. We'll see if we get there. We do have some news coming out Thursday though, so we need to be prepared on what's coming on in the markets. And you can see we got pretty much good, clear sailing. We got durable goods tomorrow. However, on Thursday, we do have GDP, which I do believe will affect the markets a little bit. And then Friday being the bigger day with core PCE. Okay, so be aware of those. The later end of this week is going to be a little bit more volatile in the fundamentals. Okay, so we're prepared for that. Looking at the 12-hour, okay, the 12-hour here still has room to go. Okay, still has room to go, and it's been kind of interesting. I don't typically see choppy VWAP. Okay, you typically see it very aggressive. Okay, and you can see this is a nice curvature here, suggesting up and to the right. Right, this is when we're oscillating above the zero line with anything. This is suggesting up and to the right. So you can see we have a little bit of negative posturing right now, but we could see a bounce off the zero line with money coming back into the market, which is a good sign. Okay, so I'd be very optimistic to see how this plays out throughout the day. Now looking at our Stegosaurus pattern. Now we were talking about this yesterday on the live, how you typically get these Stegosaurus patterns and eventually you get a bearish divergence, right? Where you get a higher high and a lower low, and you can go back and back test it. Our most recent one was right here, where we get a higher high and a higher low, right? Stegosaurus pattern, right? You draw the head on it and the tail, whatever, right? Stegosaurus, that one, the spiky back one, and it looks to me as though this is what we're anticipating, right? We're anticipating a bearish divergence coming up into this area, right? So we can have a plan, and I do believe that would be a correction, right? And this one was quite aggressive because it was at our tops. Okay, this one was like about 8%. I don't think it would be that aggressive. I could see us though simply coming back and retesting the 62,000 area. Why is that? Okay, why is that? Well, a couple reasons. You know, when you move up too quickly and you leave big gaps behind, right? So you can see that we do have liquidity down here. We do have order blocks down here. And we do have a lot of support coming in right around 64,000. So that would be my first stop. But if we do have a little wick down to 62,000, get everybody a little bearish again, and then onwards and upwards from there. So I prepare for the downside because I really want you guys to be able to snap off a long, right? I want you guys to grab that long that you can hold. I mean, we were giving trade setups from down here right at the 850 was our level, okay, that we gave for the long. If you're still holding that, congratulations. That's an awesome swing trade so far, and hopefully it continues onwards and upwards. But for me, the market structure is too straight right now, where you can see, you know, you're getting this, but you're like straight up right now. So I would expect something like this before continuing upwards. Now, that's me expecting, right? So what do we look for the shorting? Okay, what do we look for the shorting? We can pull the entire range here. I'm going to go from up top here. Good old magnet tool. Hold control. It works well. Okay. And you can see we do have a level above here. We did get rejected from here. So I'm not really fancying that too much. Let's see here. Going over here. Yeah, so we have our 786 lining up in a key level of resistance here with volume. Okay, so that's going to be an area of interest as well. So I typically am looking for confluence, right? I'm looking for confluence within my chart that's going to allow me to have an area where I'm looking for a reaction of price. Okay, this is a big move, but nonetheless, we could be looking there. Okay, we could also be looking up at this golden pocket. It's more of a macro golden pocket. So I'd be cautiously optimistic with that. And then we have our buy levels below. So we've really set you up for today. But we are expecting a little bit of a cool off. Okay, 4 hour it looks a little bit cooked. We expect a little bit of a pushback and a little bit of retracement. 3 hour, same deal. 2 hour, same deal. Coming down to the zero line, so you could see this change. In about 3-4 hours. Okay, so this could be interesting on market open because you do see posturing to the upside here on the 2 hour. Money is green, so you could see something like this where you get this pushing, and that crossover would be crucial to a nice move. Okay, the VWAP crossover coming up. That would be interesting to see. Going over to our 1 hour. 1 hour money flow is flattening out even after this push up. We're flattening out here. VWAP's coming up to the 0 line. Continuation. So let's see if we get that continuation here as well. We have our buy levels below. You have your sell walls above, okay, that we are looking for rejections on. Make sure to add these levels to your charts, guys. It's an honor and a privilege to provide this stuff for you guys so that you guys can have the same levels that I have so that you guys are able to trade alongside us, okay? If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. We go live Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We always do a morning update for you guys. We're traders helping traders. If you want to support this channel, we do have a great deal on BloFin, which is a channel sponsor, and Market Cipher. Okay, use the code down below. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Peace.